You want a guy that's taller, faster, stronger than you, I'm guessing. You want a leader. Most women want that. If I lined up 100 of them right now. And because of that, you do not want a guy that like it wants you the same amount that you want him. You don't. You want a guy that's your facing.
I want a man that I love more than he loves me. Hell no, I don't want that.
At the end of the day, like, you have to realize, like, when it comes down to fiery, genuine desire, it's not going to take you very long to sleep with a man that you genuinely want to be with.
Correct.
Like, genuinely, like, it's going to be very quick.
I
don't think that people realize, like, sex to, like, relationship to marriage to kids to family can actually happen very quickly depending on the situation. Okay.
Yeah, it does.
And it also depending on the situation of the man specifically. Okay. So I keep on telling y'all, is like, me and Sergio, I would say, since this is more of a minority panel, because I don't think minority. Okay. How many people do you know that can conduct themselves and speak the way that me and Sergio are doing with y'all ladies right now?
Conduct,
not
like,
many.
speak how?
I'm talking about topics right now. I'm talking about, like,
it's a handful.
Being eloquent.
Very few. We're talking about Obama type of eloquency. Very, very few. Okay. So when it comes down to that, I'm sorry that this is another reason why I keep on telling y'all there's very few men that you're going to come across that you're legitimately going to want to say, I am willing to go ahead and give up everything for this man. Because most men are just not taught this.
Agreed.
Whether it's the music, whether it's social media, whether it's the television shows, whatever it is, you'll see that most father figures are emasculated on television in general. They do not have the proper examples.
That's in America.
I keep on telling y'all. Yes, you're right. You're right. It is Western society.
Because outside of Western,
true.
There's men.
Very true. Okay.
So travel.
But again,
so I need
everyone
to move,
travel.
is what you're saying.
Where should I go?
Okay.
Out of
America.
I'm telling y'all as someone that has grown. Okay. I'm talking like I was not this individual 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Sergio was not this individual 10 years ago. Okay. So very few men are also going to grow like we are consistently into these men. Very, very few, including Don in the back. So I need you to understand that, again, the example, everything that y'all are complaining about, again, I still have yet to hear that any of y'all have said at least one man has entered your life.
We don't want to talk about our personal, remember?
I know. But again, you can speak about it objectively. You don't have to give details.
I will say that I don't feel like it's necessary to have to give up that.
And you're saying that you're the table, and you're saying that women are taught. That's what minority women are being taught right now, to go ahead and be the table.
I agree with you, sis.
I'm sorry. But at the end of the day,
I agree to a certain extent.
I'm sorry. At the end of the day, the man, and this comes from the Bible in general, whether it's the Old Testament or the New Testament, okay, he makes the final decisions. That doesn't mean that your opinion is ignored. That doesn't mean that you communicating is ignored. That means that no matter what, he has to lead and he has to make the final decision.
But if he loves you like Christ loves the church, which is the end of that verse,
yes.
If the man loves you like Christ loves the church, you will be honored to be.
If men loved women the way that Christ loved the church right now, we'll have more transgenders by 2030.
I don't even understand.
It's all.
I wouldn't have said it.
It's all looped though back to like what you said. You want guys to show devotional love to their woman. Tell me how many women are respecting their men correctly today.
But men are supposed to love first.
Yeah. You might.
Men are supposed to love first, and then the respect follows.
In the Bible, it doesn't say which one's first. No, it doesn't say which one's first. It says it's a cycle. It says it's a cycle. It does not say one is first. It just says it's a cycle.
Which one said first though? Men love your wives, and women respect your husband. So
just because the verse says it that way does not mean that because the whole point, if you really read it, it really breaks down that it's a cycle. Whether it's the children to the parents, a slave to the parents, or the church to the fucking
So men don't want to lead no more in that one? So in that one, you don't want to lead? You don't want to be the head?
No, I love my woman with perfect devotion, and in return, I get perfect respect
There you
back.
go.
But the problem is today, if we have a ton of women that don't want to respect, and trust me, I agree. If I was any woman, okay, today, and I was with a man, and I made more than, which I just brought up, statistically, most women make more money than the men right now, okay? Especially in major cities. I proved the point that there's way more. So this is another thing that really triggers people sometimes. There's more good women than there are good men, okay? So because that the numbers are all fucked off. And like you got to understand that it's never going to be easy for a woman because the numbers are off for y'all.
I think
y'all are all chasing a fewer number of guys.
Exactly. Like a woman's not going to look at like the bus driver situation. That might be a good guy, but you're like, I'm a doctor. I can't date a bus driver, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's hypergamy. Y'all only want to date a
But he might be a good guy.
What's the percentage of men that get swiped on Tinder and Bumble?
That's what's fun.
What is the exact percentage of the men that get swiped right on Tinder and Bumble?
Do you know? What do you think?
Do tell.
Just guess.
Yeah, just guess.
Y'all read this.
We're talking about
80?
less than 4%.
Less than 4%.
Less than 4%. That means over 96% of men are not even on your radar.
That's what I was saying about the 80%.
Y'all don't even like looking at their
swipe on me.
As far as the money situation,
you need to get off them dating apps.
As far as the money situation, I believe yes, that does play a role, but at the same time, from experience, and not now, but just previous experience, I do not want to take care of a man child, and you don't have to have enough to take care of me. Just be able to take care of yourself.
No, I don't know about that. You got to take care of a man. Got to be a man all through.
All right, now if we're in a situation together under one roof, then yes, you got to pull your weight.
Yeah.
But if it's just like this little dating situation, we're trying to get there. I'm not counting your pockets.
This is the issue. So like the dating situation, when it happens, women don't like to ask the right questions. Like the problem is when you ask certain questions, you destroy the fantasy. So a lot of people, we love the fantasy, especially once you sleep with the guy or like the first few dates are good or something like that. You don't want to destroy the fantasy. So it's like, I'm not going to ask about his 401k. I'm not going to ask about this. I'm not going to ask about that. But in reality, you need to discern and ask those certain questions that are going to be very painful because it's going to destroy the fucking fantasy. If he's a beautiful guy or something like that,
I agree.
Yeah, man start capping on you. Like you got to sit back and watch. I think that's a problem. A lot of women, we talk too damn much.
Well, sometimes they don't even ask the question at all, though.
Like if you sit back and you observe a man, you can see is he on the phone talking business? You can see how he moves. Does he have a home? Does he have these things? Does he have assets? If a man is only talking about Gucci and bullshit ass clubs and bottles, then he probably ain't got nothing else behind it.
See, well, I'm gonna ask you a little question now. So, say y'all find a guy and he's not like that. He's the guy with the assets. He's the guy with the stuff that y'all like. If y'all met that guy, what would you do to get him to want to lock you down into a relationship? Because like I said earlier, y'all are the gatekeepers of sex. But guys are the gatekeepers of relationships. They can keep you over here in the fuck only category all day long.
If it's meant to happen, it will happen.
Yeah, I'm not about to.
So you're not going to do it. Like so. Once again, I'm going to go back to the guys with the prize thing. Okay, especially the guys that y'all want. The one that you actually really want is the prize. I'm not saying these fuck boys, these losers. The guys that y'all really want, they the prize. So what would you do to get them to? Oh, so pick me is a negative thing.
Like you have to just be yourself. To me, I think being available to a certain extent. Am I going to answer every one of your phone calls? Hell no, because you got to still give a little chase. Because I think when you meet a guy, a man still wants to be able to approach you and date you and court you. But if you just like, open my legs, come and get it. Like
you think that if I'm working all day, like literally fighting the world all day long, but if a guy is sitting here trying all day long, working all day long, like a guy that's on his purpose, a guy that's really successful and stuff. He's not going to waste his time trying to chase a girl because there's so many women, but there's so many women that will come to me. There's so many women that will come to those guys. Like you got to understand, they are the ones that are choosing.
The right ones.
Exactly.
This all goes back to once again, this is the guy that y'all want, the guy that y'all really want. I'm not talking about just the sucker.
Like I'm a prize too. The fuck.
Well, then that's going to be the issue for the rest of. A lot of women are in y'all same boat that you just said, and because you have that mentality of that it needs to be 50-50, it needs to be equal. Feminism.
You want something to be interested in each other. You call me.
You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want a relationship. No. You have fooled yourself into thinking that is what you really want, because what you really want is a guy that is the prize and that you are secondary. You want a guy that is first and you are second. You want a guy that's taller, faster, stronger than you, I'm guessing. You want a leader. Most women want that. If I lined up 100 of them right now. And because of that, you do not want a guy that it wants you the same amount that you want him. You don't. You want a guy I want a man that I love more than he loves me.
Hell no, I don't want that.
I'm not using
because
that
that's what it
language,
is. Because
no.
you're saying that I need to be calling him. I need to go.
No,
and
I'm saying
make
a guy that's simping,
known.
a guy that's trying too hard, a guy that's chasing the woman results in a horrible relationship.
It's not trying to. It's just picking up the phone and pressing talk.
Y'all know damn well if y'all been in a relationship with a guy and I was sitting there all the time up your ass, all the time messaging, all the time like doing stuff, you don't like it. You don't.
No, but you could give me a call and say, hey, have you eaten? Hey, what's going on? You want to go out tonight? Yeah, I do. Then I go because I like you. I go and get that badass dress at the mall. Go get my makeup done. Go make sure I'm bringing all my shit together. Like I'm not half stepping. And I'm gonna give you my best personality. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be present with you. My phone is going in my purse.
Do you
and
see
I'm
how?
show you I'm interested.
Do you see how conditional that is? So like this is
but
what's
that's
fucked
what.
up.
But
Hold
that's
on.
You say, what would
But
I do?
well,
that's what I would do.
I know, but I need to bring up. So that's how very conditional. Like you will do all that for the right guy. You know, guys have to just be masculine all the time, but femininity, it's all based off of when you feel like it.
Yes.
It's always based off. It's conditional, and that's bullshit. Because guys always have to open the door. Guys always have to fucking stand on the right side of the sidewalk. Guys always have to do these things, or else you're not a man.
Have you
But women can sit here and act masculine, say all the things that you're saying right now, and it's conditional as fuck being a feminine woman only whenever the guy is perfect or whenever you feel like it. But that's okay. That's not okay at all.
A woman has to shut it off and turn it on. Have you ever walked the streets of Brooklyn at midnight and you think I'm about to be looking feminine? Fuck no. I'm about to put my masculine energy on so I don't get raped, like you said.
Well,
we turn it on, we turn it off.
I don't think that people should be walking in the street late at night, whether you're a fucking dude or a woman. Like.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.